The Alberta government is dropping the threshold to qualify for the Alberta Seniors Benefit and making adjustments to caregiver tax credits, something troubling to those supporting these communities.
There will be a number of people who no longer qualify, who then will really be challenged on how they're going to make their ends meet.
The province says it has to make tough choices this year while facing an over $9 billion deficit. Budget 2026 gives $553 million to the Alberta Seniors Benefit, an increase of $13 million from 2025. However, the income threshold for the benefit is decreasing by 9% in July. In a statement, the Ministry of Assisted Living and Social Services says about 194,000 Albertans received the benefit. The ministry says for single seniors, the threshold is dropping from just over $34,000 to around $32,000. And for couples, it's going from just over $56,000 to just under $54,000. The province says the average adjustment would be $14 a month.
There are lots of folks in Edmonton that rely on that Alberta Seniors Benefit, probably about 27% of seniors in Edmonton.
Our staff on a daily basis are dealing with seniors who are literally making decisions between, do I buy my medication or do I buy groceries? And that's a hard place to be when your income is fixed.
Meanwhile, tax credits for Alberta caregivers will also be cut. The province plans to consolidate two existing tax credits into the Alberta Caregiver Credit.
Reducing that paperwork, reducing that red tape is really, really important. But I think, it's really important to consider carefully how we're supporting family caregivers.
However, eligibility will be focused on those who care for relatives with mental or physical impairments. Those who previously claimed a credit for non-infirm senior parents or grandparents living with them will no longer be eligible. Anderson worries about what this means for caregivers who are forced to give up work to care for others.
If they don't qualify, there's that whole process of, okay, so when are they frail enough? About half of the caregivers that are caregiving are experiencing some kind of level of financial distress.
The province says in a statement around 35,000 Albertans claim the credit and around 16,500 people will no longer be eligible, but an additional 7,500 people will be or eligible for a larger credit amount. Nicole, Healey, CBC News, Edmonton.